Hi, welcome to Don's Manufactory. Well, as you can see, let me give you a little turn here. You can see that I'm setting up for painting. Everything is sort of spaced around. I got my valence hanging vertically. Like all the parts are hanging vertically, so the metallic will lay right, and the only odd one out is the rear valence, which is in self-etch. So I have to do a little different prep for that. I actually think I might go ahead and shoot it with a just a layer of high build, thinned out high build as a sealer. I think maybe that's what I need to do with that. I'm not sure if this paint will stick to the self-etch. I know Barry just shot his grill with self-etch and then put color right on that, and I don't know if that's possible or not. I've been trying to read the data sheets for the products to figure out whether they're actually compatible or not. But in the meantime, it seems like just throwing the 2K over the top of that as a sealer will first off match the color, and second off guarantee that I won't have adhesion problems. When I'm painting and stuff, of course, I'm not going to have the cameras up because it ruins them. So thanks for watching. First order of business here is to get this rear valance prepped for some 2K high build. Clean it up a little bit, and then I went after it, scuffing it, which is a dang good thing I did that, because I found some little pits that I had to fill with some glazing compound. So I really went at cleaning this, multiple passes with the solvent type prep, and then what I've got there is a little diluted window cleaner that I'm using. I actually ended up going and buying some Sprayway, which Brian over on Paint Society recommends, and so I thought I would try that. We'll see how it all works. Small parts are done. They're kind of gone off, so it's not even tacky anymore. But you know, it looks pretty good. Here's the headlight bucket, and it looks really good. Just oh boy, that looks nice. However, this headlight bucket, there's some kind of a reaction going on the bottom of this thing. Look at that. I don't know what that is, but it's just not good. So I'll have to go after it and sand her down and maybe reshoot that. I don't know. This piece here is doing fine. Paint work done for today so far. I thought I'd show you the panels out here in the sunshine. Looking pretty good. The sun got them up to about 120 degrees or so. So that's, they really look pretty good. This one here ended up with a little problem down there. I'm gonna wet sand that out and maybe apply some more clear or something. I think the base coat's okay. And the rear valance is not done. Here was my first color test. You can see it's a perfect match. I am anticipating that the car and these panels here are going to match really well. This is my Cobalt gun. I really like this gun, but it's got a couple of things. Well, one thing especially that annoys me, and that is this restrictor air adjustment. If you look at it here, it's kind of got diminishing arrows going both ways. So either way you bump this, anytime this gets bumped, it starts to cut the air. And it can happen in the middle if I'm juggling and shooting. It can happen right in the middle of the job, which is what happened to me when I was shooting the small parts. So I just decided, since I'm using a regulator on my line, I don't need this. I'm not a particular fan of the regulator, of this type of regulator or restrictor, because it's totally dependent on stable line pressure, which, you know, for us guys using small compressors, the line pressure is going up and down. So hence the regulator in front. Anyway, so to cure the problem, what I ended up doing was I took the knob off, and you can see where they have a little index dot here for what's wide open. I drilled a little hole on the bottom side of the valve assembly. And what that allows me to do is take this little pointer, which is normally facing up and restricts the movement. I can now just flip it upside down and put it in the hole, and now the knob can't be moved. So it sets it at 100%, and that's it. So now I don't ever have to worry about bumping this thing and having it change the settings on my gun. Anyway, so there it is. See, it sits down in that little hole. Hi, welcome to Don's Manufactory. Well, I've got the car pulled in. I'm about to seal off the front of the garage. I'm making final preps on the car for paint. The small parts are painted. I spent the whole day yesterday cleaning all of the overspray from the previous work off of the walls, the plastic, the floor. I took all the lights down and apart, and I cleaned the insides of them, and I cleaned the bulbs so that no dirt can come down into the horizontal surfaces of the paint. I had a couple of things land in the one piece that I was painting that was horizontal, and that really irritated me. So I went after it, did a really thorough job of cleaning everything. Okay, for the weather break, we had a couple of good days, a 65-degree day and a 70-degree day. And I painted all of the extra parts on the 65-degree day. I was a little unhappy with the clear coat. The parts I painted a couple of days ago the clear is not laid as smooth as it was on the scoop. But one of the big differences was I put about 5% reducer in the clear so that it would lay out more. It makes it easier to have a run, but the problem I was having shooting those parts a couple of days ago was that if I mix the clear with just the hardener, it's kind of thick, and I have to put a ton on to get a wet coat. It doesn't flow out very well. It was flashing off extremely fast. So I pretty much need to perfect my clear application. I've been watching videos today. Part of my problem was the gun messing up, like I showed you my little mod I did to it. I may switch which gun I'm using for what, or I may just go ahead and use the Master Pro for everything. It has a larger fan. It has a little more uniform pattern distribution. It's a little smoother, but only when it's wide open. The Cobalt works better when I want to change the pattern, like for shooting the smaller parts. It does a better job of changing patterns and adjusting, but the Master Pro does a better job of, I would say, shooting clear with a huge wide fan with a real even atomization. Anyway, that's what I've come up with so far. But at this point, it's get the car ready, and after it's all masked and everything, I just have to clean this car. Just to show you what happened, I pulled it outside. There's dots across the top of the car. really weird. But I don't know what those are, but they for sure are gonna cause fish eyes. You know, I got to make sure I get every bit of that, whatever it is, out of there. And now I've got to get the car set up on stands, take the wheels off, get it all masked, and then clean, 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 clean. Well, I made the good weather pay off, but this will wrap up the video. I worked on my spots on the roof a little bit there. I actually had to sand those spots off the roof. Whatever it was, it ate down into the primer. So I had to take, just like I started over essentially, sanding on the top, trying to get it clean. I don't know what it was. Pretty weird. Anyway, as you can see, I am now masking the car. Moving on. Hope to have it painted within the next couple of days. I just got a few things I got to get figured out with this, you know, with the clear and methodology and everything. I'm just so worried that I'm going to screw this paint job up. Thanks for watching Don's Manufactory. I'll catch you later.